All right, I just wanted to talk a little bit with you about sanitation. Let me just make a couple of notes to you that I think are very important. One, these rules that we have are very important. We're working with what the CDC and the state of New Mexico, and also Toyota has developed a lot of the things that we're doing for your safety. We are doing them, and that's the condition upon which you can come back to class and have this face-to-face. So we really don't want to get into any debate about, what you think this, what you think that. To be honest, it's just important that you follow procedures. So also, the other thing is, while we are taking measures as many as we can't promise that you will be 100% safe. There's every chance that maybe, something we've missed, or you touch something, or somebody touches you, or you just never know. So a lot of it, I think, falls upon you. So let's talk about that a little bit. When you come, we try to, when we're done with things, your job is to sanitize it. But when you pick up something or you touch something, it may be unwise to assume that that's sanitized. Maybe you want to sanitize something before you use it and after you use it. The requirement is after you use it, but you never know. The person before you may have done a pretty sloppy job. So if it concerns you, clean it. It just takes a minute. We're going to show you that right now. Okay, let's look at a few things here. Let me aim the camera a little lower so you can see the tables. All right, we advise you not to use the water fountains. So we do have bottled water available. You may bring a water container if you want. We will ask you to sanitize the outside of it. So that may not work real well, but we do have bottled water. All right. We also, anything you bring in is going to have to be sanitized. We would rather you don't use your own laptop. I have 4 of these pads that we can use. And the reason we got these is because they're easy to sanitize. If you have your own pad and you'd like to bring it, you may do that as well. We will ask you to sanitize it when you bring it. So if you take it home every day, you're going to have to sanitize it when you come in every day. Same thing with the laptop. Laptops are much harder to sanitize, and I think it's harder on them. So you may not want to use your laptop. Okay? We do have gloves available. Talk about gloves in a little bit. I think gloves are not that great. We think we're really being careful when we have gloves. I'm not sure that they're really used properly. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're going to use this sanitizing fluid. All right, let me get it up close to the camera so you can see the label on it. It's not focusing for some reason. Trying to focus on something else, I don't know. It's called Oxivir, Oxivir 5. I really don't know why it's not focusing on that. It did earlier. Anyway, Google that if you want to. I will take a picture of it and put that in Canvas as well. From what I can tell, it is a minor eye irritant and can be flushed with this water. There's not really anything mentioned about it being a significant hand or skin irritant. I think it is really kind of like soap. So, but I don't know that. We're going to use rags. So this is just a sprayer. We'll saturate a rag. Might have to pump it up a little bit. All right, I've already pre-saturated that rag, so I'm not going to spend much time doing it. Now this rag can be used by many people for lots of surfaces. It will sanitize if it's allowed to sit on there for about 4-5 minutes. Okay, so that's what we'll do. When I grab a pad, I probably want to sanitize it. All right, I don't think this hurts any surfaces, but I can't be positive about your keyboard or your screen on your device. It doesn't seem to be bothering these. Okay, so when you're done, wipe it down, plug it in, and just leave it there. You might want to do it when you pick it up. I will have this rag here available every day and ready to go. Okay? Same thing with a stapler or anything else you use. Wipe it off. We're avoiding paper like crazy, so it won't be much paper. All right, let's head out into the shop. Take this off the tripod. Okay, a couple of notes out in the shop, out in the hallway. This is a one-way entrance into the shop. This is the way in. The way out is the emergency exit. I'll show you that in a minute. This is going to be a two-way hallway. So you will pass people here. Keep your face covered on at all times, please. Okay. When we come out in the shop here, there's some tool room procedures that we will talk about. But that door right there next to the tool room heads out into the hallway. That should be open. It's listed as an emergency exit. That is our exit. You come in through the main door, out through that one, and so you have to go in a circle. All right? Easy enough. When you're walking through the shop, try to avoid students and where they're working. There will be other students in the shop. This area here that we're going to walk through right now is a little congested. Those students will, for the most part, be gone when we get here. They may be here when we first originally get here. You may have to walk around this area. Okay? I want to show you a couple things while we're out here. All right? So one of them is this station here. It's just a red toolbox. I've got some special tools in here. This is the cleaning station. Okay? So I've got a bottle of a cleaner, a rag, and a tray. Okay, let me get this mounted back in the tripod. There we go, something like that. All right, so if sometimes we'll share a tool, but let's say I came into the tool room, check this tool out, I brought it back, I used it. When I'm done with it, I should wipe this tool down. Should be clean already. I don't want to be wiping grease off. Wipe it down. Once it's cleaned and sanitized, it goes in that jar, the box. If it's out here, it's not. Okay. So what's going to happen is you're checking out a tool. You might use it. Instead of taking it out the tool room, I would like you to bring it over here. Best thing would be to go ahead and clean it and put it in there. If it's a tool that's going to be shared and you don't get it clean, just leave it out here. Don't put anything dirty in there. All right? So you may have to share it. Somebody else might use this tool. I would assume, though, that it may not be clean. Even if it's in there, I'd wipe it down. At the end of the day, all the tools in here are clean. We clean them, take them up to the tool room, turn them into Ray. Ray knows that everything in here is clean. So he'll put your tool back and take care of your tags at that time. All right? Very good. I want to show you just one last thing. Okay? Let's say, here's some of the tools that we're going to use. I'm going to make a little video on that too. Let's say we're over here working on testing batteries. We're using this battery tester in the middle. So if I come to this station, somebody else may have worked at this station already. I would want to sanitize the station. For sure, I require that you clean it before you leave the station. But when you get there, try to get the high contact areas. So if you're leaving or coming to the station, just wipe it down. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's got just a slight film of stuff on it. We don't have to wipe the entire thing. We're just trying to get the high contact areas. So it might also just get the ends of the cords here. All right, wipe them down. Okay, and the plug. All right, now, same thing with kind of the work area. Don't use it to wipe like the top of the battery or to wipe grease off. This rag should stay pretty clean. It is to sanitize. So if there's a greasy surface, clean it with a regular rag first and then use this. All right? So we'll soon get used to this process. It won't take that long once we're used to it. But we will just have to be sharing tools and cars and that equipment somewhat. I will try to avoid that the best we can. What I will often do is maybe make it so that the car or the equipment sits for a couple days. So when you come to use it, nobody's used it for a day or two. And that might be helpful as well. Okay, yeah. Try to keep distance from everybody, try to be safe, and we'll talk to you more on Monday. Thank you.